I represent a company called YNOS Venture Engine, and we are trying to work to make together the early stage ecosystem a lot more efficient than what it is today. As we all know, the Indian startup ecosystem is one of the biggest in the whole world today. The number of companies that have been set up and the number of investors who have come forward to fund these companies is a big evidence to the fact that the Indian startup ecosystem is thriving. However, there are several challenges, and it is these challenges that we are trying to address using a combination of domain expertise, technology, and data sciences. What I'm going to show in this presentation is how we are trying to use our tools to be able to address some of the basic challenges that we are seeing in the ecosystem today.
Early stage entrepreneurs are faced with a variety of challenges. In this presentation, we are going to illustrate some of the key challenges faced by early stage entrepreneurs and how YNOS uses data science and analytics to provide critical insights to address challenges in the fundraising process. The first challenge is to be able to differentiate information that is crucial from which is merely incidental. In engineering parlance, this is called as separating signal from noise. Generally, the volume of noise is always higher than the signal. That is, there is always more irrelevant information than crucial information. As you can see here, what we perceive is a combination of signal and noise. That is, a combination of critical information and incidental information. The smaller balls that are fewer in number here represent the small amount of critical information that is available. But with so much irrelevant information, it is often hidden to the entrepreneur. What is required is the critical information, and separating these two requires strong domain expertise. This is where YNOS comes into picture. The recommendations from YNOS are based on insights obtained from more than a decade of research. Expertise in the startup and venture industry ensures that critical information is fully leveraged for maximum accuracy. YNOS helps filter out the irrelevant information and presents the entrepreneur only with important and insightful information. The next challenge is that fundraising takes significant bandwidth of the promoters. Fundraising from angel investors is very complicated because even though there are several angel investors, it is very difficult to identify the right investor because of very amorphous information. A spray and pray approach is not only unproductive, it also reduces the chances of success. One needs to really reach out to a very large number of investors before being able to zero in on the right investor. More unsuccessful meetings leads to more frustration and, more importantly, diversion from focusing on the operations of the venture. Here, on one side, you see an entrepreneur represented by this ball. The ball is always in motion to represent the dynamic nature of the entrepreneur. On the other side, you see larger balls that represent investors, and these are bigger in size to represent the bargaining power as compared to early stage investors. At any point of time, there are always more investors than entrepreneurs, and with time, you see that some of the bigger balls, that is investors, vanish, but are always replaced by more growing investors. As soon as an entrepreneur, represented by the smaller ball, interacts with the investor, represented by the bigger ball, the true color of the investor is revealed. This indicates that under normal circumstances, the entrepreneur knows more about the investor only after the meeting. After the meeting, if the ball color changes and if the color of both the balls are different, the entrepreneur is forced to retreat to indicate that each and every unsuccessful interaction pushes the entrepreneur a step back. The process is repeated to convey that the probability of meeting the right investor is very less. Each and every repeated meeting pushes the entrepreneur a little back, and ultimately several such unsuccessful meetings makes the entrepreneur give up. This is the existing situation. Another feature of angel investors is that their investment preferences are dynamic. Because of this reason, past investment patterns cannot be used as a guide to determine their future investment preferences. Here, the investor, represented by the ball, can start taking various shapes and different sizes to the untrained eye will seem unpredictable. YNOS uses latest tools to derive the future investment preferences based on a number of factors apart from past investments. Scientific and systematic approach would bring in significant efficiencies and success in the organizational processes. YNOS helps to bring together a certain degree of discipline in the investor discovery process rather than leaving it to chance. There has been an explosion in data and availability of information today on all fronts. Integrating this with domain expertise and the latest machine learning tools, YNOS helps entrepreneurs to get startup informed and startup smart. The path-breaking intelligent technology platform developed by YNOS helps entrepreneurs to identify appropriate investors, estimate valuation, and understand the startup landscape in a very cost-effective and time-effective way.
What you saw just now was a presentation that helps you to understand how we are able to identify the right investors for early stage entrepreneurs. At the YNOS platform, we have a lot more. For example, there is Verve that helps to estimate the valuation of an early stage venture. There is Insight that helps to understand the startup landscape. We also have Delphi, which is a unique platform that helps entrepreneurs to identify and access some of the best science and technology experts in the country. All in all, the platform is a solution that addresses some of the major pain points that are faced by early stage entrepreneurs. I look forward to welcoming you on the YNOS platform. Reach out to us and we'll be more than glad to be part of your entrepreneurial journey. From the bottom of my heart, I wish the entrepreneur in you all success. Jai Hind.